All right, folks. Hey, we're back at Lindo Lake, and guess what? The 26s are out. And then my videographer says, it is September. And I went, yeah, that's right. That's usually when they start coming in. This is the 2026 XC40. This is the kind of the smaller version of your UVs. They do make one a little bit smaller, but it's all electric. And I've never been a big vehicle kind of a guy because I get along pretty well with it. This was quite a test. It got good fuel mileage. It's comfortable. The seats are very comfortable, easy to adjust. One thing that Volvo has done is they have contracted with Google Maps and infotainment systems, probably one of the first to do it. So we'll show you how that looks from a driver's point of view. And then we have a couple of things that you wouldn't know if I didn't tell you. I actually have 3, but we're just going to do 2 probably. But this one's Denim Blue, and if you've seen it during the day, because it looks gray, but it's not. It's got a nice blue tinge to it. Interior's gray. It's got a nice interior. If you had a child and you had to clean up after them, the seats will clean up quite well. Massive panoramic roof. The only portion that opens is the front section, so if you want to get a little bit of ventilation, the circulation, you can, but the whole roof does not open. It is a 5-seater. You can put 5 people in it, 4 comfortably, because there is a center tunnel. So whoever sat in the middle of the second row seat, they had to be a little on the smaller side. But on the outer corners, it's perfectly fine. It's got a lot of features to it. It's got a lot of bells and whistles, if you want to call it that. So let's go ahead and we'll take a walk around and you can get a good look, and we'll talk some more and tell you what those 2 things are that you wouldn't know if I didn't tell you. All right. The true name for this is 2026 Volvo XC40 B5 all-wheel drive mild hybrid. Denim Blue. Runs a 2.0 turbo, 247 horsepower, 258 foot-pounds of torque, so it gets down the road quite well. 8-speed automatic, no problem with that. Sometimes if you're getting ready to pass and you're in a higher gear, it takes a minute to drop down, but not the end of the world. Regenerative braking. It has a starter generator in it that's 13 horsepower, all-wheel drive, stability control, which handles really quite well. Electric power assist steering, 20-inch diamond cut wheels. You've got tons of safety, LED lighting, blind spot info, low and high speed collision, auto braking, run off the road protection, so it'll keep you on the road. Lane departure, whip, which is for a neck protection with the headrests. 12.3 digital driver display. Let's take a look at that since we're inside the car, and I'll go ahead and start it. And then it's an interesting concept, which I like. Let's see. We'll go ahead and see if we can get that back door to close. What I can show you is, all right, see, you can actually get a map right here in the center console, which is really quite nice. It's not a Google map like what you have right here, but what's interesting about this Google map, when you go to pull it in, one of the things it'll do, see all these cars and everything on the side? This is one of those things you wouldn't know if I didn't tell you. Those cars aren't there. So this is a screenshot of a Google map of this area some time back. Not too far back, because at my house, I know how I move my cars around, and when I go home, there are cars where they're not supposed to be. But still, that's really quite the design. You can recenter it. It'll pull you out. This is Lindo Lake. There's your lake area. We're over here on the corner side of it. Just a really nice touch, and you can run all your Bluetooth, your Google Assist, which is part of it, and it wants you to talk about it. And the voice command, as you can see, is working right now, which is, again, really pretty slick. Your camera, again, super safe. And you've got the rear. You've got 360 where you can see everything. And then the sides, you can look down the different sides of it and see how close you are to your curb. Front. The only thing if I was going to complain is that it doesn't stay on, I think, long enough for you to read to see it. Of course, I guess after ownership, you would know what that was. Got all your connectivity, USB-C. You've got your 12-volt. Plug that guy in. Phone chargers right here in the center, which is really nice. A decent little storage area, which is nice. You have a glove box, pretty full. You notice they don't lock glove boxes anymore. They used to, but for some reason they don't do that. You've got a wood inlay, and it feels like real wood too. We can go ahead and, let's see, take a walk around to the outside again. You've got some nice controls in the center console on the back side of it for the passengers, which is nice. Your seats, of course, and the headrests. When you caught that, your headrests are up, but the minute you grab this handle, they do drop down, and that's a fairly flat surface, which is really nice when it comes to loading and unloading gear. Okay, you got a 12-volt right here in case you need to plug in something that has electricity. You've got your lighting, and this is interesting. So you got a tray down here, and then you've got your space saver tire, and then any other things that you might want to put in there. So this is an interesting touch. And then, of course, you have the pass-through. If you push that down, and then this comes up like if you have to put skis or something a little bit longer. A nice touch. And then, of course, you've got this hard tray that you can take the ropes down, and it actually acts like a little shelf. Let's give you a quick display of that. If you're camping, that's pretty hard. So if you're picnicking or you're tailgating and you're making sandwiches, you could probably even put a child on here if you had to change diapers, which happens on occasion, which is kind of a neat touch. I think, let me just check if I got my numbers right. Okay. I was going to see if it had towing capabilities, but I don't see it. All right, so what you've got here, fuel mileage-wise, 20 city, 30 highway, 26 combined. Base price, $51,250. Climate equipment, $550. 21-inch diamond cut wheels, $39.45. Destination, $12.95. And it goes out the door at $57,040 before tax and license. So it's a little bit on the cheap, a tad bit on the pricey side, but it is a small luxury compact. And that's your Volvo XC40 B5. So if this would fit your family style, then I highly recommend you take a run down to your local Volvo dealer and check it out. Okay, now don't forget, go to my YouTube page at Mr. Dave Stahl. You'll see this again. And then, of course, you can always tune in tomorrow on KCBQ AM 1170 for a complete car review of this vehicle every Sunday. The show runs from noon to 6, but the car reviews are on at 2 o'clock Pacific time. So tune in. I think you'll enjoy it.